this issue of the MP for Medina,
Yes.
Francis Xavier Sosu, who has been invited by the police.
Yes.
The speaker is saying that, no, he's not going anywhere. There was an attempt to pick him up over the weekend in church. And the police has come out to say that, okay, we didn't send those people to go and pick him up in church, even though we are aware that there are some people who were intelligence officers who were there working on following up on intelligence. During news file on Saturday, the indication was that this thing probably, this issue, it all has to do with the immunity of a member of parliament. And whether a member of parliament can be arrested in the conduct of his duties. Now the conversation is, what constitutes parliamentary duties?
Yes. Now, thank you very much. Technically speaking, when you are elected a member of parliament, about 98% of what you do will be in the performance of your parliamentary duties.
Whether you're going to church.
You see, you may want to...
Or leading a protest.
Yes. Because you see, when the people by constitutional arrangement are asked to elect a leader, and they elect you, you must lead them. You must serve their interest. If you don't serve their interest as a leader, they'll replace you. They'll look for another person to lead them. So MPs are elected into a leadership position. It is not merely, even if you elect a class captain, Israel, you are asking that's why we call him a class captain. He is to captain the class, he is to lead the interest of the class. If he doesn't do it, we always change them. So any process that through which people come together to appoint by way of election somebody to lead them, you must offer leadership. So that education too must be offered. It's not, look, what we do in the chamber is just about 15% of the parliamentary duties. What you see, we do. No. A lot of the work are done at committee levels, which is about 60%. The other aspects of the MP's work is to ensure social interaction and cohesion.
Engaging his constituency.
And engaging his constituency. So when the constituency says our roads are in a deplorable state, so we want you to come and lead us so that we can draw attention to our plight. You ought to be there and offer the leadership. And again, don't let the record reflect that Sosu didn't go through the processes. Sosu wrote letter. In fact, he met the community first. They issued a communique that we have met as a community. In fact, he mentioned 4 different communities constituting his constituency. They issued a communique, I have all here, and publicized it. Then they followed it up pursuant to the Public Order Act and wrote to the police asking for convenient dates. The police got back and said, no, the dates we have proposed are not convenient for us. Because, one, His Excellency was touring the region, so they were thin in terms of men. Then 2, the law students, the 499, were also going to go on demonstration. So the police rather proposed this date for Sosu. So they conducted a demonstration in a very peaceful manner. If in the course of that, you discover that some persons bent ties, and you want to interrogate the issues, you don't hound him. You don't hound him. Look, Israel, in criminal procedure.
So they invited
Hold on. In criminal procedure, there are 3 steps or 3 alternatives to arraigning anybody who is alleged to commit a crime before a court. Arrest, statements, determination of a prima facie case, then arraignment. The one we call criminal summons. You don't have to arrest at all. You won't arrest at all. You only make a determination that a crime has been committed. You make a prima facie determination, and you go and file the criminal summons. So the person sits in the house, and then he is served with a criminal summons to appear in court and answer his charges. That procedure, the police won't use it. How is Sosu a fugitive of justice? So that you pursue him to church. You pursue Chatuchikata to church, you pursue Sosu to church. What is this?
The police is saying that they didn't pursue him to church.
Israel.
And we actually have that statement.
Israel.
We put up that statement.
Israel, I've seen that statement. Let me say this. I had a building at Adenta, Frafraha. Almost 5 years ago, police school military men came to pull it down. 1 a.m. They brought vehicles. When I took vehicle numbers and wrote to the police and the military, they came back to tell me that those vehicles didn't belong to their fleet of vehicles. Men in uniform, I took photographs and wrote formally. They said they didn't know those vehicles. You send men with vehicles, and you are saying that you didn't send police. I can show you photograph with this new Camry.
It could be unauthorized.
No, exactly. So the police ought to be investigating themselves. They issue a formal statement and say that even if they were there, they were gathering intelligence from the church. Why is the church involved in planning treason? A treasonable offense? That a whole police institution will say that even if you found a vehicle, plainclothes men there, they were gathering intelligence. I think we are better than this.
So let me share that statement with you.
Read your paragraph 5 and paragraph 6.
I'll get to that. So the statement, the headline is, Police investigation into a protest led by Honorable Francis Javier Sosu says, 1, following a protest in the Medina constituency led by its Member of Parliament, MP, Honorable Francis Javier Sosu, on Monday, October 25, 2021, the police commenced investigations into certain alleged criminal acts that occurred. The MP, Honorable Francis Javier Sosu, was invited on the day of the protest to assist the police for his alleged involvement in the unlawful blockade of a road and the destruction of public property, but he declined the invitation. He declined further invitation, citing parliamentary privilege. 3 other persons have been interrogated on this matter, and we shall continue to use every legal means to interrogate all other suspects, including the Honorable MP for Medina. Stories circulating that some police personnel had been dispatched to arrest the MP at a church today, Sunday, October 31, 2021, are untrue. And this statement was issued yesterday. It says, any plainclothes police personnel found on the premises of the church may have been there for intelligence purposes and not to effect an arrest. The police administration will continue to conduct investigations into this matter, and we urge the public to continue to support us as we maintain law and order. So this is the position of the police. Now, there are those who are saying probably what should happen is that the police should go to the Supreme Court and seek interpretation of this the privileges given to MPs and what constitutes parliamentary duties.
Hold on, I would not belabor that point because they have the right to do that. But there's a precedent. And let me also add that Sosu never cited parliamentary privilege because that is not a privilege to cite. Sosu simply said that he had been summoned by his committee, constitutional legal, to look into a matter. And so they should allow him to go. After that, he will submit himself. They said no. So they were going to bundle him into a vehicle. Okay. Now, on Wednesday, he moved a motion in Parliament and cited 3 officers. And Speaker, the House agreed and referred this matter to the Privileges Committee. Maybe a communication has to reach these persons, but I'm sure it made news. So for me, what the IGP and his team are doing, they are daring Parliament, they are daring the Speaker. Because for the same set of facts, 3 of your men have been cited for contempt of Parliament. They are yet to purge themselves.
Yeah, but there are those who say that it's not the 3 officers who should have been cited. You probably want to cite the IGP because they were working on behalf.
No, if you cite the IGP and the IGP comes to say things like this, I didn't send this man, what would you have done? So he's citing exactly the person, the officers who were in situ, who were at the point of the action. So he did the proper thing. All I am saying is that institutions should know that we are all governed by a set of laws. The same constitution that mandates a policeman or the police service to effect an arrest of somebody who is about to commit a crime, who is committing a crime, or who is absconding from a criminal scene, is the same constitution that says that if an MP is alleged to have committed offense, there's a certain procedure you follow. You don't disregard, you don't have regard to a portion of the Constitution and disregard the portion. In any case, above all, Speaker Michael Quay set the procedure. He says the proper thing to do. If you think, and if you read their statement, it's all about allege. They wrote that, we didn't say it. If an MP is alleged to have committed a crime, Speaker Michael Quay said the procedure. There's a parliamentary police unit. Instruct them to take statement from the member of parliament. And you conduct further investigations. If indeed we have to prosecute him by all means. So he's a lawyer. He was a year behind me. I don't think he's a courtroom animal. He doesn't fear defending himself in a court of law. But let us do the things in accordance with law and procedure. You
indicate that what the IGP is doing is daring.
Yes, he's daring the speaker.
The speaker.
Because he's aware that three of your men, in fact, including your regional commander, have been cited by Parliament for contempt of Parliament.
But we're dealing with an IGP who has made it clear that he's prepared to dare.
No, yes, I think, and it is very interesting if he wants to do that. If you use maybe a few weeks to buy goodwill, and you want to throw all those goodwill away, it's up to him.
He has the people on his side.
Fine, the people are on everybody's side if you do the right thing. So is not saying it's above the law. No MP ever says that. But there's a procedure how you do. Do you get up and go and arrest the IGP himself? Or do you get up and arrest the Chief Justice or a High Court judge? There are procedures you follow.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll see how this pans out. But thank you very much, Roxing Nelson, the Fiameko, South Member of Parliament for South Dayi, for joining us for this conversation. We're not done with the AM show. We have the National Science and Maths Quiz issue coming up.
Yeah.
Don't go away. Why? You're rooting for your school.
Yeah, Molly school.
At what point are they now?
I need to follow.
Okay. Yeah, we are rooting. You're hoping that they're going to make a difference this time.
Yes, I hope so. I hope so.
Okay, so you should also be rooting for your school and find out where your school is and how your school is performing. We'll do that when we come back from the break. Don't go away.